Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. On today's episode, we'll learn how to move from overwhelmed and disorganized to systems and strategies that generate income. I'm joined by Kathi Burns. She's a certified professional organizer at Organized and Energized. Kathi, let's keep continuing. Let's talk about those piles because I am guilty of that. I have piles, I pile stuff, and then when the pile starts getting overwhelming, that's when I deal with it. And I know that if it's something that I have to deal with, in the future, it gets piled up. So what do you do? What do you say to people, in order to tell them not to start their piles? What can I do beforehand rather than dealing with it right away? Because the piles can be overwhelming.
Piles are overwhelming, and piles are distractions. Piles are what will keep you not focused. So say you're on the phone and you're looking, you're really in depth with the client, working with them, and then you look over and you see this project pile that you don't even know what project it is, or you think you might know, and you start thinking that, and then you're no longer present with the person. And so you're not really serving your client. So, that's just a business thing. But the thing about piles, as I said, any pile in your life is one of three things. Either you have no idea what to do with it, okay, because you have this thing, you're going to do it in the future, Elizabeth, but you don't know where to put it. Okay, so there's a pile. Or you're procrastinating, you know what to do with it. It needs to be in that file drawer over there, but you just don't want to have time to do, you're just not doing it. Or you're avoiding it completely. I can't tell you how many closets I open that have bags and bags of paper piles. They've just avoided the whole entire thing and thrown it in the closet and shut the door. So if you have a pile of any sort, it's one of those three reasons. Now, the thing about piles, they're magical. They're little magical mystery beasts. They will grow on their own when you're not even there. So you really have to watch out for anything that's piled. If you've ever worked with a professional organizer or heard us speak, we're always like, go vertical. Do not pile anything. Have everything vertically in your life, and then you can find things, right? And it's no longer a nondescript thing that you don't know what it is. I was on
Right.
TV with
That's
a
great.
television producer, had that little horizontal piling device, little horizontal inbox. He's like, what's in here? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me, Ro. He's, I don't know. One of my clients used to pile by attrition. And his executives actually called me in to help him as an intervention because he was piling. So he had a U-shaped desk, and he had piles that were like 2 feet high all the way around him. And his idea of filing and getting rid of piles was he would just yank the ones on the bottom up and throw them in the can without looking at them, and then his pile would decrease. So that doesn't work either. Filing,
No.
he called it filing by attrition. I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Okay, so
So
I have heard you talk about stopping chasing squirrels. What does that mean?
squirrel? Yeah, right? So I'm an ex squirrel chaser. I'm ADD, self-admittedly, I will chase squirrels. So squirrels are anything that make you distracted. And the thing about squirrels is they're wily little things. You will end up off on some branch somewhere else and not even know that you jumped ship. Email is a perfect example of that, or having duplicated systems. Maybe you start this one contact management database, you start another one, there went a squirrel, and then you have two and they're competing in the background of your life and you don't know what's up. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but squirrels lose 40% of the nuts that they bury. Now, sadly, as
Oh,
an
I didn't know that.
entrepreneur, yeah, as entrepreneurs, though, only 20% of what we do is effective. So squirrels actually have one up on us. So we really need to focus on not chasing squirrels, not creating duplicated systems, not jumping off onto some branch when we're trying to laser focus into what we're focusing on, right?
And we have
Yeah.
about 10 seconds left. You've got something for our viewers. So what is it?
For those of you who are feeling overwhelmed and you just don't know where to begin or what to do, call on me. I'm offering everyone here a free Chaos to Clarity session valued at $300. Go to chatwithkathi.com, Kathi, chatwithkathi.com. I'm more than happy to help you get clarity on what you can do first, second, third to get started.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kathi.
Thank you.